Aaron Richard here. So it's time to do one of my favorite things, top pickups of 2019. These top pickup videos are sort of my favorite videos to watch. I usually have a lot of fun making them also. I do one every year. So yeah, I just have a stack of stuff here to show. It's going to be a top 11 or top 12. I can't remember how many I pulled. Just the stuff I thought I had to show again. So with that, we'll just sort of get into it. I'll mention where I got them and yeah. So the first book is a book I don't actually have on my person right now. It's off at CGC. I picked it up in Denver back in October, and then I got it signed this November. But it's Supergirl and the Legion of Superheroes number 23, Adam Hughes variant. One of the very few books that was on my want list this year, and I picked it up towards the end of the year. So really happy to add that to the collection and get it signed. A little anxious to see what it grades at. But yeah, future video with that. Next up is this right here, my Kate Niemczyk and Perella sketch. Also a book I picked up later in the year. It's just a beautiful, beautiful piece of artwork, and I'm glad to add it to my collection this year. Next up is another piece of artwork. Joshua Milton X23 piece that I got verified by CBCS. This is actually, I got two pieces by Joshua Milton this year, but being this is X23, I thought I'd show this one. So yeah, another top pickup this year. This next book I actually got off eBid, which was a website that I discovered this year. I got it for an incredible deal. I paid $30 or $40, I don't remember. But She's Josey #1. It's sort of considered the second appearance of Josey, as well as a bunch of other characters, though it's debated to be the first appearance if you look at the copyright information. And this one's in really, really nice shape. I'd say it's probably a 6 or a 7, only because there's a water stain on the back, but it's a real small one. Considering it ain't graded and just seeing what happens with it, for reference, at a 6 or a 7, this is somewhere between a $500 to $700 comic. So great stealth buy off the internet. Next up is a book I also got off eBay, but from a different seller. I paid like $2 for this. Green Lantern number 55. This is a great, great variant cover. Another stealth buy off the internet this year. So you can get stealth buys anywhere. The next book, I picked this up off Instagram this year. A friend of mine on there actually sort of put it up for sale and gave me an offer I really couldn't refuse. It's a book I wanted to add to my collection for a while, but I wasn't really on my radar until he mentioned he had it. Green Lantern, Green Arrow, number 76, iconic Neil Adams cover. It's in pretty decent shape, which is why I really couldn't turn it down. So there's that. Next up, it's a CGC book. I picked this up back in the very beginning of the year, around January. This was sort of my stealth buy of the year, debatably. X23 #1, the Lotto variant. I ended up getting graded by CGC and got a 9.6. So for $1, I am not complaining about that one bit. Definitely one of my best pickups this year. Next up, Tales of Suspense 52, first appearance of Black Widow. Natasha Romanoff, Black Widow. I grabbed this from a seller claiming it was a 1.8. I didn't really believe that. Got it press graded, came back a 4.0. So very happy to have this in my collection. Not something I plan to flip when the movie comes out or anything. Something that's staying with me. So yeah, very happy about that. Another book that the seller undergraded, claimed it was probably a 2 to 3. It came back at 6.5 after pressing Werewolf by Night 32. First appearance of Moon Knight. Very happy with this book. This was an upgrade for me. I had picked up a lower grade copy a couple years ago, and when I saw this one, I knew this was the one for me. Next up, probably the most expensive book. Maybe there might be one that's a little more pricey than this one. I don't remember what to go for at this point. I haven't been following it, but something I won from that Spider-Man booth this year. Action Comics 252, CGC 4.0. First appearance of this girl right here. This was also an upgrade for me. I had a 1.5, still have a 1.5, but got a 4.0 also. So very happy about this. Definitely a favorite book in my collection for sure. And 2 more books. First one, Strange Tales 110, first appearance of Doctor Strange. Actually got this off my comic shop, but I did nothing but trade credit for it, so got rid of a bunch of my dollar books and past bad specs that I don't do anymore, and I traded it in for this, so very happy to have this in my collection. Great Steve Ditko. So yeah, Strange Tales 110. And the final book I'm going to be showing, this one might be the most expensive. Like I said, I haven't really been following the prices of different things I got. I actually purchased this using money from a Y the Last Man #1 that I found in the wild for, I think, $2 that I got grading it back at 9.8. Sold that, and that money with a little bit more went towards this right here. Fantastic Four #5, first appearance of Doctor Doom. Definitely a favorite book in my collection, if not the favorite book in my collection. I might get it graded eventually, but I really like just having this one that I can flip through. Probably need to get a reprint, slap this one, but there we go. So yeah, that's my top books of this year. Very happy with this year. This was a very productive year for me. I picked up everything that was on my want list, and I didn't have a really big want list. I only had 4 books on it this year. I never made it public because I didn't want competition. But I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to search for in 2020. I really need to think about it. I'm sort of in a place now where I just pick up what I see and hope I find some stealth buys. So with that, that's everything. Hope you all enjoyed. Show me your top pickups for 2019, and take care, everyone.